video. In today's video, I'm going to do a what I eat in a day. I feel like you guys really enjoyed this type of video the last time I did it. And now that it's autumn and the weather is a little bit chillier, the diet changes and I'm in the mood for different types of food, such as my bowl of oatmeal in the morning. If you guys have watched me for a while, you probably know my eating patterns and habits, because I'll start off with a small breakfast, like a bowl of cereal or a banana or whatever, and then I'll have like a brunch around noon or 1 p.m. So instead of cereal, these days I've been having a bowl of oatmeal with just honey and blueberries. And I used to have this all the time in college and even high school, and it's so simple but like so good and yummy and just like warm for the soul, and it is pretty filling. Like oats are really good for you. I think they have like a lot of fiber and they keep you full for longer. There's so many variations you could do with this. Like you could sprinkle some cinnamon on top, add peanut butter, almond butter, protein powder, but I just like to keep it simple. Of course, I have my cup of black coffee. You guys have seen me make this like a million times. Right now, I'm just gonna enjoy this, and then I'm probably gonna have my bigger breakfast slash early lunch around 12 or 1. And I always start off the day with a ton of water. I always wake up super thirsty, and I just feel like it really helps kind of wake up my entire body. Also, another thing to note is that I did have my Legree class, and so I did that on an empty stomach. If I have a workout class really early, I'm really not in the mood for food, or like I don't even have time to make coffee. So for me personally, I'm able to do a workout on an empty stomach if it's before like 9 or 10 a.m. If I were to have my workout class a little later, then I'd probably have this before. So with all that being said, I'm pretty hungry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and eat, and then I will see you for the next meal. It is now 12:30, so I'm right on the money with when I thought I would eat next. Making brunch for my husband and I. And right now, I've been really enjoying this Izio honey and oats sourdough bread. I wouldn't even call it sourdough. It doesn't really taste like sourdough. If anything, it reminds me more of the Cheesecake Factory appetizer brown bread. And I just like this brand because they have clean ingredients. I always toast my bread directly on the stove for a few reasons. A, because we don't have a toaster. I just don't really feel like going through the hassle of having an additional appliance in the kitchen. And B, it actually tastes really good when it's pan toasted. You can even add a little bit of oil, but today I did not. So yesterday I made some fool, which is fava beans cooked in some veggies, like sauteed all together. It's a Middle Eastern breakfast item. So it's just really good and flavorful. Again, it's like fava beans, and I sauteed some chopped tomato, green bell pepper, jalapeno, onion, and garlic, and I let that all cook together. And the only spices in there is cumin, salt, and pepper. At the end, you top it off with parsley, lemon juice, and tahini paste. Again, I made this yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday, so we had a nice Arabic breakfast, and so we just had some leftovers. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prepare some toasts with this fool, some labna, and then some slow-cooked eggs, and then I think we'll do a side of turkey bacon. If I had some avocado, I would definitely put some sliced avocado on there as well. But yeah, that is basically what's for brunch. On my phone because my camera is charging so that it'll be ready for me to film my dinner recipe, which tonight I'm making chili. I'm gonna follow Meribian's recipe for her chili. I'm really excited. I've been thinking about this recipe all weekend long, and in case you guys didn't know, Costco sells halal ground beef now. I think it's in their freezer section, and they also sell halal lamb. We have 4 pounds of ground beef in our freezers, so I took 2 of those pounds out to thaw, so hopefully they are thawed by the time I get home and start making dinner. It's 3:40 right now. I'm leaving now to attempt to avoid any rush hour traffic. I'm also going to Whole Foods to get groceries because I have to drop off an Amazon return, and yeah, that's where I have to do it. I also have been wanting to get into bone broth. I've been seeing a lot of benefits about it online, and just how it's so nutrient dense and has a lot of collagen, and I'm kind of in my wellness era. I'll maybe talk more about that in a little bit later. I feel like Whole Foods is the perfect place to look for really high quality ingredients. and things like bone broth. So hopefully I find a good one there. Let's just get going and get these groceries. So I just finished up, but it's just always so fun to look at all the cool snacks in Whole Foods. So speaking of cool snacks, I got quite a few every grocery shopping items. First of all, I got some gummy bears. These are vegan, so there is no gelatin in them. I'm gonna taste these right now. And then I also got a green juice because I feel like this entire past week I really wasn't eating healthy, and I feel like I've barely had any greens or just like vegetables. So I just wanna get the digestion back on track. This was $8. Oh Lord, this is slipping. Need to get a phone tripod or something for my car. Let's just try this. It's good. And I spilled some okay, very dense, very chewy, I guess you would say. Very like sticky. Took me at least 40 seconds to finish one, like to fully chew it and to be able to speak again. But they're good. It's like not too sweet. It says assorted flavors, but I feel like it's mainly berries, and they kind of remind me of Mott's, if anyone has tried Mott's, but more like of a thick formula. But anyways, let's go home and get started on dinner. All right, so let's do a quick walkthrough of everything I got, starting with heck am I saying? Not produce. Starting with produce. Okay, bananas. Really easy for the morning, good snack on the go, lots of potassium, you know the drill. I've been wanting to make some hash browns, and I just find that having potatoes on hand is always convenient. And I really like to get the golden or yellow potatoes. I just find that they're much more like creamy and velvety, and they just cook easier. I saw these peaches and they looked decent. I know it's not really peach season anymore, but if I leave them out for a few days, I think they'll get ripe. Needed some more garlic, got a jalapeno for my chili, a bunch of avocados just for breakfast, and I think slicing it on the chili will be really nice. Got some tomatoes to make a salad, and then also this baby greens crunch salad blend. And I also got these grape leaves. They're called dolma. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm gonna taste these. I used to get grape leaves from Whole Foods all the time, and they just looked really good. If you guys couldn't tell, my time of the month is coming up, so I'm having a lot of cravings. Okay, pasture-raised eggs always. These just taste the best in my opinion. I showed you guys the green juice I got and the gummy bears. My favorite Chobani oat milk for cereal, coffees, etc. I needed some more cumin powder. I've been using this like crazy recently. For the chili, also some fire roasted tomatoes for the chili. I saw these and guys, I just went crazy, okay? And then I also got the bone broth. So I'm gonna use the bone broth instead of beef broth in the chili as like the soupy part of it. Bone broth is just really good for you. I don't know all the science and all the benefits behind it, but I know the main thing is that it's really good for collagen and just has a lot of nutrients, and even people with like gut issues have said that bone broth helps. And I would love to try making it on my own from scratch and getting like literal soup bones from like a butcher shop or whatever. And based on some videos I've seen, you like simmer them. Well, first you roast them in the oven to kind of get that color, and then you simmer them in some water for 24 hours. And all of that heat and simmering really gets all those nutrients out. And then you cool it overnight, and then you get like beef tallow on the like top, which is like that fatty layer, which that's really good for skin. And then the actual soup or broth comes out really like gelatinous. So if I ever try that, I will definitely vlog my experience, because that's a whole like thing. I'm gonna put these away. First, let's try these. So I also read the ingredients on here. It's just rice, water, grape leaves, sunflower oil, onions, dill, salt, citric acid, mint, black pepper. I can really smell the garlic and dill. These are like the fat, soft ones, which are my favorite. They're so citrusy. Alright guys, so as usual, I've laid out all of my ingredients for the chili. So I'm just gonna get started by chopping up my veggies and, you know, laying everything out so that the cooking process goes very smooth. I am loving this green juice. I don't regret getting it. It tastes really good. Yeah, just sit back and relax and enjoy some chopping. Garlic, cilantro, bell pepper, and jalapeno. Warming up my big old Dutch oven pot, and we're gonna get sauteing. An hour. For the last maybe 20 minutes or so, I've been letting it cook without the lid so that some of the liquid can evaporate out. I'm just gonna check the seasoning level and stuff. I do have a feeling that I might need a little bit of salt. Always burn myself whenever I'm trying soup, so I'm trying to like not do that. Yeah, I think I could use more salt. I might add a little bit more chili powder and black pepper.